Hello guys and welcome back to Celeste, where we are finally done! I'm finally done! Also, this music is banger. I had to re-record the music because, as you can tell, my audio slightly messed up, and also I was not gonna do that because it took me 5.5 hours to do it all. It was kind of insane. So, as you can see, Chapter 7 B-side is pretty close to your usual Chapter 7. Just harder. A lot harder. Fun fact, I actually recently replayed this because I was kind of bored and I didn't want to just, record the music. If I was going to record the music, I was going to have some fun with it. So I've recently redone bits and pieces of this. And in fact, I actually had to redo this chapter. As you can kind of see, there's already some deaths. That's because I recorded chapters 1 and 2, I think while I was at the beach. But unfortunately, when I went to do the purge of my laptop, they went bye-bye. So, whoopsie. Also, yay for getting past a couple of these quickly. There's parts where I don't. And yes, you can tell Celeste cuts because of color. I cut these sections as a couple of deaths and then an actual success. Mainly because since I didn't voice them over, it's just easier to do it this way. Fun fact, starting at 5, I recorded my voice and it's no longer there, and I'm actually very angry because the audio got screwed up. And I'm actually very sad because I would love to make it a short because I love my reaction to it. Also, just beautiful. I love this so much. It also makes me basically feel some kind of relief in between them. And this section confused me a lot, because I was like, okay, first one, second one, how do I get to the third one? And then later on in this same section, it got me even more confused, because you can't really go straight up, and you can't go straight up and across. So I found that if you go diagonal and diagonal, you can actually do it. Also, I died on this part multiple times due to these top spikes. It took me a minute to realize that I couldn't actually go all the way up on it, I had to wait for a second. That part's fine, that part's fine. I was able to redo those pretty quickly. It's this next part that actually, I think, got me a little bit confused. Just due to how it's done. Also, you don't really have to wait for it to go up like that. You can literally jump up and then boost across. You don't actually need all of those. And you can jump up here. I actually learned this later. You can jump up that, and you don't actually have to wait for it to... I don't know what that word is, but you don't have to wait for it to go up. You can basically do that on your own. Also, was not prepared for how long this was. This is actually not super hard. Also, I know what they wanted me to do there, but I wasn't gonna do it. Where's the fun in that? You're gonna do some speedrun strats without being an actual speedrunner. Because speedrun strats just make everything go quicker. That way I can be done with all of this travesty later. And I accidentally messed up there, but it didn't really matter. Also, fun fact, those edge spikes, also that was just rude. But you see these are lower than on the other ones. I didn't die to them until 2 hours ago when I was replaying for the music. And yeah, I don't even think I realized it when I was playing it, but they're there. So whoopsie. Also, I screwed myself up because I was like, what do I do here? how do I do this? Knowing full well I know exactly what I'm doing here. This one's actually, especially if you've been playing Celeste forever like I have, you know exactly what you're doing here. You also don't have to wait for that to jump, you can literally do it by yourself. Not only are these pretty good tips for just in general, but they're also pretty good tips for when you're speedrunning it, because, I mean, you're just kind of saving time at that point. Like, you don't have to wait for the box to go down and then come back up. You're not saving time. Also, don't listen to me because I don't really know how to speedrun, so yeah. Also, this is my most hated mechanic, but worse. I thought I could X there, and I can't actually, because you have to X at the top. So I've actually redone this part as well. I think I redid all the way until chapter 6. And then I got tired and told myself I didn't want to do more. But, like, you basically have to be perfect at that in order to not run out of energy. So good luck, but it's actually pretty fine. Also, the galaxy thing, I got screwed up so many times on just dumb pieces. There's a section not here, later, that I get screwed up on. But just remember your C's when you come out for some of them, and you'll be fine. That actually doesn't need a C, that needs an X. Also, didn't realize that you were supposed to jump on those little things until way too long ago. Also, I don't know if it shows, but I don't use the side strat. I don't use that strat to actually beat this. I go jump and then up and across, and I find that gets me more ready for what this section does. Also, this is just a pain. And this part took me ages, because I would always die at the very end. Also, from what I'm aware of, you kind of have to hold on to that. But that's okay. Welcome to the hobby. Also, didn't want to die on those bottom spikes, because I got kind of nervous. And I got even more nervous, so I just kind of went for it and hoped for the best. Also, timing C sometimes is really annoying, especially if you aren't prepared for it. I also find that not holding on to bits like this helps a lot, because Mori will actually put you at the exact level you need to be. Usually. Not on that section, but she will usually put you on the section that you need to be at, or the place you need to be in order to do it. Also, that part got me annoyed because of those two little spikes at the very end. Could not make that gap sometimes. Also, being flung into spikes, but you know. Also, welcome to my most hated chapter. And here we get to what is kept of the recording, mainly because I recorded it recently. Ish. But yeah, this one hurt. I don't enjoy this chapter. The more I play of this chapter, the more I'm okay-ish with it, because there are worse chapters. Like 4 or B-side of 6. Like, 6 is beautiful. 6 is great. 6 is great except for when it's hard, and then it's extremely hard. Also, pretty easy section. This one got me tripped up a bit due to me not really understanding, like, where exactly to jump. But if you just wait, because unlike, fun fact, unlike B-side endings, all of these guys, like, you die, you come back, the second you come back is the second they start, and it's constant. We'll go later, and that's not always the case, and it sucks. Also, yeah, Chapter 3, I think the reason I hate it the most is because of these blue, like, block things. I mean, come on. You have to do it all in one row, or all in one run. You have to avoid all of these, like, monster things, and I can do it. It's just such a pain. It is such a pain. Also, dumbest way probably to do this, but oh well. I made it. I just wanted to leave. This one also took me a minute. It also took a good long pause. Apparently a longer pause than I thought. Because this one, I think I was tired. I think I took a break in between 3 and 4. And I think I was getting really really tired by this point. No, I took a break right after 4 because I got tired at the end of 3, but I was like, okay, we made it to 4. Fairly sure that darkening on the screen was a screenshot, but we made it to 4. Great, love it. So I was like, okay, maybe I can actually do 4 because I don't like 4. I don't like chapter 4. But if I can get done with chapter 4, no, I stopped at chapter 4 because I disliked this part. I was like, if I can get done with chapter 4, then I'll only have 5, 6, and 7. And basically what 7 is the countdown. Which, by the way, on regular it's 30, on B-side it's 20. So, fun fact. If you were ever curious. Also, colors are beautiful. Like, for one of the most annoying games I probably have played, it's just a beautiful game. I found that with Ori too, like Ori and the Blind Forest. I've not played Will-O-Wisps, mainly because I was waiting for, like, to play it on the channel. But, gosh, my 2 favorite looking games, like the 2 best looking games, are also the ones I may never play again after I'm done. Like, it has a great replay value. I will not lie. Also, I got really lucky about hitting the edge of that. But man, does it hurt. Like, parts of this hurt. Also, BS. I think this is BS. But I don't remember what I found. But I did find that you did have to actually hit the snowball sometime while you're in the air in between these columns in order to actually make it. I just don't remember what it was. We're not gonna see it here either. I'm gonna see it here? Yes, we're gonna see it here. Okay. As soon as it pops up at the edge of that screen. So now. Then you can go and you can be fairly confident that you're actually going to hit it. That's like a second. Maybe I did it a second too early. But, like, pretty confident that you can make it as soon as it hits. Also, some sections just hurt. I think this is a section where I was like, I'm getting close to done. And then this is also why it took forever, is not only because I just had to space out my recordings due to, like, changing environments, but also I just couldn't take a lot of Celeste. It took me 5 hours. And that's straight. And by the way, that's 5 hours that I have found. Just not counting, like, 1 to 2. Yeah, It's not counting chapters 1 or 2, which could have been longer. And also, we finally complete chapter 4. And I'm fairly sure there's going to be a little bit of shifty. Maybe. No? Did I actually decide to do chapter 5? Here's a good possibility. But I honestly had no clue how long it would take, and it's like 5.5, almost 6 hertz after so long. Also, I don't like these blocks. I don't like them for a couple reasons, but one of them is that if you, like, it's not that they're inconsistent, it's that you'll hit them inconsistently because it's that hard to hit them consistently. Basically, if you hit it early, you're gonna go flying, and if you hit it late, you're gonna go flying. But if you hit it too late, then you're not. Like, you're just gonna kind of be, oh well. Do. And we're going through the red things because we love the red things. I'm surprisingly good at these. I never thought I would be, but okay. Also didn't really realize which one I was supposed to be hitting first. So, I had to figure that one out. Also, I'm fairly sure I got very confused on that one. And I'm fairly sure the reason I died was it pushed me down. Like, I hit it right before it hit. So I got pushed down into the spikes. But I mean, come on. Really? And just hoping and praying that you're not gonna die after like 8 sections of crap. It's just the worst feeling. But we're almost done with this section too. If I don't miss her or run off. Screwed up a couple times on that one. Also, this section just got so much. And this part killed me. Like, I was so done after this. Because it's like, oh cool, like, we're almost done. Like, we can almost breathe for a second. But no, you go through 3 sections and then you have to do this, which I wasn't even sure how to do at one point. Like, at some point. Like, I just kind of had to tough my way through it, which Rage is fun to see, I get it. I couldn't do Rage. You guys will get to see Rage when I play Little Nightmares, but right now, I'm not in it. I can't do it. Also, I got all the way up here and died. So that's why I took my time. But now we're done. We're done with chapter 6. We didn't need to. But then we get to chapter 7, and I figure out why I did not. I remember why I really didn't want to do this chapter, and it's because of these last 20. It counts it down. Like, there is very little you actually have to do. Also, I can't for some reason get on that block. It's really kind of annoying. Also, trying to get up to that edge, also very annoying. And it takes me so long to do this for no reason. It's just dumb. But 19? I think the trick here is that you don't hit X over there and you hit X when you go up, but you have to basically hit X straight up and hope you can get enough. Because otherwise you're kind of just going to be screwed. This one actually didn't take me super long. I'm actually very good at these. As soon as I hit my head against the thing. Like, going out and then didn't realize until I had already hit it. But those going out and kind of hoping for the best, like this one. Like, I'm surprisingly good at them, and I don't know how. Also, you know what I never want to see again? The lions. I love the lions. I will make them a thumbnail at some point. Like, I'll redo Celeste thumbnails, because I really need to do a lot of thumbnailing. But, I never want to see them again as, like, gameplay mechanics. I'm done. Lions and the, like, the circle lines and block lines, I never want to see again. So if you do not know what I'm talking about like the little electricity, whatever, that you jump up and hit. I'm done with those, man. Can't do those. Also, we're down to 16, I believe. Yep, 16. Getting to 10 was annoying. Getting to 1 was more. Should have just gone to the left there, but that's okay. Should have gone straight up there, but that's also okay. Also, if you kind of get annoyed at people who do what I just did, which is accidentally go up when they didn't need to, like they kind of should have just did, is because you are already on the next key by the time that happens. So it's really not helpful when those kinds of things happen. Also, I think I make this one pretty quickly because it's not actually super hard. Yeah, it's just like one real challenge. Also, 14 was annoying. 14 took me forever. 14 did not take me forever when I was replaying them today. But 14 took me forever. I was actually a little bit annoyed. But there we go. For these next couple of sections, it's very floaty. Also, I got stuck. I don't remember how I got stuck because I hadn't played it yet. But I got stuck right here for so long. And then I got stuck again for so long. And I got nervous because by the time I had done it, I thought I was going to hit those spikes. I don't think I ever actually hit them. I think I was so nervous to actually hit them though that the amount of anxiety you get when you do one section that took you so long to get, but you have another section that you know you can do. But my goodness. Like, if you die on that section, then you have to do the section you're not super good at again. Man, that feeling sucks. Also, learning this new obstacle, did not know it. Also, I don't think my up key was working. I don't think I knew this one. Like, where you basically have to jump off the cloud, or not jump, do not jump, but walk off the cloud in order to survive. Also, I'm making all the silly mistakes. Come on, there you go. That section made me nervous, and then I got very nervous doing that. And also, why do you not hit 10? Why do you have to stand under 10 to do it? That's so dumb. So I make the mistake of thinking that I could use an X here when you clearly don't need to. But taking an X right there. But that ruins my life down here, and I got all the way down there. And I'll show you on this run. So you have to use the X there, and you have to use the X all the way down here on the right. Because otherwise you're not going to make it. And man, does that suck. Also, 9. This back half sucks. I mean, sucks. Dude. So we'll count 10 in that. But a 10's not as bad as, like, the 9. And 1's not bad. Getting the heart is bad. Also, I may be able to give you the Crystal Heart music. Maybe. You'll just not get the voice. Like, there's a bit of a voice under it, but I'll just put mine on top. I'm so upset, though. But jump, jump, running out of energy. Luckily make that last jump and am able to get all the way over. And they got very nervous, cause 8. What happens if you fall? Could not figure this one out for the longest time, and I actually just recently, like, read something about Celeste for some reason, where they actually tell you you have to hold jump as well, which is not something that you normally do for the entirety of the game. You tap jump because you're focused on so many other things. So you hold all the arrow keys, you tap jump, and you hold X. But no, you have to hold jump in order for that to work. Also, you cannot hold the grab button. So one button that I constantly hold, I cannot hold any longer. But I have to hold the button I never hold. My brain learning new things, but it don't want to learn new things. Sucks. It took me so long to do that. But of course, now that they've taught you a new thing, you're now in the back 5. Which 6 theoretically counts because it's there, but like they teach you one at 7 or 6, 7, and 8. And then at your back 5, oh my gosh, do they use it. Which, why are we being taught one now? Also, for the person who said slip jump boost or jump boost or something, is this what you meant? Because if it was, I'll have to look back at that video to see if I could have really used it. Maybe. Because it was like one of the strawberry videos where I was like really having trouble with one of the strawberries, and I don't think I actually did it. Or slip drop boost. Slip jump or slip drop. Is this what you're talking about? And if not, I'll tell you right now that that's one of the this is one of the skills I just learned. Here's 4. 4 is pretty easy. I just couldn't for the life of me try and figure it out. For some reason. Don't mind my ASC while I continuously die on the one spike. Because you can't do it that way the normal way. Or the normal way for me. But, like, what were you actually meaning? Because I don't know all of, like, the terms and stuff. So if you'll tell me, like, where you learn it, that'll actually help me a fair bit more. This one sucks. 3 sucks, 2 sucks even more. 2 took me half an hour. An hour? Something like that. From 5 to end, it took me an hour and a half alone. Like, what did you do with that? What do you do with that? But I got pretty tired, and I got confused, I think, at one point. Because I had to watch a walkthrough for a bit of this, because, oh my goodness, the amount of new and old abilities combined in this to try and make it all the way over is just so demanding. Also, I hate 2 for a couple of reasons. Now, I actually got really good at this beginning section. And I mean beginning section 1, 2, 3. There's another white cloud. We're gonna call that one 4. Like, there's, like, 4 white clouds. I get really good at the beginning section. I'm calling it beginning for a reason. So I got really good at this one, that one, and all the way over to hitting that. But there's so much more. Like, come on, could you not have made it split with another thing? Like, I don't even know where you could have. But this is 8. This is at least 2 or 3 combined. Like, could you not have split this in half? Because you also have to do a jump there. Also, I was like, we're done. We're good. We're here. It skipped a little bit, but that's okay, because we're here. Like, we're here. We're here. We're done. Something should be happening. We're done, right? Like, there's the flag. Here, we're done. Maybe you have to go off the mountain. No, that killed me. I was so ready to be done. And it was like, why aren't we done? Like, what? Because I never actually looked forward. We're not done. I don't see her. I go in here. I hit her. That was amazing. I also don't remember who it was. I can't believe we did that. Nothing can stop us. You're scaring me right now. And here we come to the agonizing minutes of my life. I feel it. I am close. I am so close. But oh my gosh. There's nothing that can give this justice, because I spent 30 minutes, maybe, of my life on this section alone. Also, this blue one that's right above a cloud, yeah, you can screw off. And then having to time it. Oh, by the way, when I was talking about they're synced to your death, these aren't. So you can't do the same sync. You have to do a different sync every single time, because they keep going no matter if you die. That's the reason the music keeps going, is because they're synced to the music, not you. Unlike everything else in the game, these, what was based off the tapes, what are now on the B-sides, also that took me forever because I was basically tired, and we finally got it. Called No More Running. The track is also called No More Running. Also, love that achievement. But they're synced to the music, not you. So you can't keep practicing the same thing over and over and over again, because you will die. Over and over and over again on the same spot if you do not switch it up. And actually, sometimes you'll make that spot. Unlike others where you would die on the same spot and you would continue going over and over and over again. And also, it counts by hundreds. Your death counts by hundreds. So clearly it's a lot. 8,882. But I can't do chapter 9. I can't do it. So, here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna play a different game. Actually, correction. I'm gonna play a different game on Mondays. Mario Wonder. Yeah. There's gonna be a different game on Mondays. Celeste made like a anniversary or something. So cute. Hopefully you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any tips, tricks, or heads up for the rest of Celeste, and let me know what you would like to see happen with the rest of Celeste, because it's not happening weekly. Not that it was. So, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in Bye, guys.